Just left the post office. Picking up mail for the, well, it's not the first. It's the first return of Mail Time Monday. It's a series that I did like, oh man, last year sometime. No one was really doing the mail videos when I put those out, but I only did 2 of them. I don't know why. I only did 2 and then I didn't continue, but Mail Time Monday will be returning next Monday. And I got a few packages in today, so I haven't picked up mail in a long time. So if you sent something and you were wondering when it was going to be shown on Mail Time Monday, that's happening next Monday. And if you want to send your own stuff, I will put a P.O. box on the screen right now so that you guys can send something. I'm running my GoPro 4 Black right now, the Hero 4, with 1080p 120 frames per second with some Pro Tune settings. I'm just messing around with it right now. I have no idea how it's going to turn out, so let me know. I'm just kind of experimenting with things. I put out my last video as 4K, and a lot of people liked that. There's also a lot of people who said they didn't see any difference. Obviously you have to have a 4K screen to really see the benefits. But I wanted to just kind of mess around with some settings on the new GoPro and see how I could get things. If the audio sounds bad, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what's been up with my audio. Like, there's some times where it sounds like absolutely amazing, and there's other times where it just sounds terrible, and I can't figure out why. I have a fur cover on it, and I put the curtain, the chin curtain on my helmet. I hadn't been using that ever since I got my RF 1200. So all the videos that you guys have seen lately, it's been without my chin curtain, and I thought putting it on would make a difference, but it didn't. It actually made it worse. So we'll see. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I accidentally screwed up my mic riding in the rain, that pouring down rain that I did that chipmunk video on. I don't know what's up. I'll figure it out. So just stick with me. Hopefully I can get it. The other thing is, let this be a lesson that if you vlog, or rather if you moto vlog, always leave your camera on. Always. Every time you get on your bike, turn your camera on. I don't care if you're going down the street. I don't care if you're going on a 10-hour ride. I don't care. I don't really care at all. Just make sure that you turn it on, because you will regret not getting something when you miss it. And today that happened to me. So I would have titled this video differently if I had actually had it on video. I would have just said, like, caught lane splitting. I put in the I was to hopefully not mislead you guys a ton, but I wanted to give you a little recap, because I do lane split. I don't lane split a ton. I don't lane split as much as Baker X Derek does, because it's just not legal here. And a lot of times it's not worth getting caught to save a few seconds here and there just to do it. So I only do it in situations where it greatly benefits me to do so. I also do it in situations where it's going to keep me safe. So at stoplights, if I've got room, a lot of times I'll split. A lot of times I won't. It really just depends. Where, oh, this is so why would they make the right lane the only straight lane? Whatever, I'll just turn. I'm on my way to work. But yeah, that's why I was lane splitting. I was on my way to work, and I left a little bit earlier today, so I expected there to be traffic. But there was a crap ton of traffic. And this really doesn't mean anything to you guys, but there was traffic backed up on almost the entire highway, main highway that I get on when I leave my, like, town, city area. And I didn't think too much of it because I expected traffic, but there's a cop. But there was a ton, and the reason is because there's a massive accident. Someone had, I don't know what had happened. I'm guessing someone got sideswiped because one car had the entire front smashed up, like the hood was buckled up into the windshield. The whole front crush zone was. So yeah, slight change in time of day. My GoPro decided to freeze. So yeah, early adopter problems. Hashtag. Nice. Yeah, but I uploaded my, I updated my GoPro when I got to work, so hopefully I don't run into that problem again. Yeah, where was I? So, the one car was completely smashed up in the front, and then the other car was on its roof. Turned over, like completely demolished, every part of it was banged up. So yeah, my guess is that either one car, the car on its roof, was changing lanes and the other car smashed into it while it was changing lanes, which caused it to kind of like spin out and roll over. Or the one car rear-ended the other one really hard, which caused it to lose control and then spin out and flip. I don't really know, but those are my two guesses. Anyways, I drove or rode right past that, like literally it was like a lane over from me, so that would have been cool to see. But yeah, that's why there's massive amounts of traffic. So I got on the highway. This is backing up before I got to this accident. I got on the highway and almost immediately hit traffic and was in literally stopped traffic. Well, not stopped, it was nearly stopped. Nearly headless. How can you be nearly headless? So I go through about 3 to 4 miles of traffic, just lane splitting. I'm in between the left lane and the center lane. 3 to 4 miles of this. Keep in mind, illegal, right? And there could be a cop anywhere, and I won't see him very easily because there's a crap ton of cars and I'm between all of them. So I'm going on my merry little way. Why is there traffic? I recorded a vlog last night, I didn't put it out, I don't know if I will, but there was traffic after 7. There's never traffic after 7. I need to start going a different way home. This sucks. So I'm keeping a lookout for cops. You know, obviously it's gonna be hard to see them, but I'm keeping a lookout because I don't want to be caught lane splitting. Well, that doesn't really work for me. I come across a cop. I don't notice him at first because it's an unmarked police car, and from the back he just looked like any other car. It was just a regular black car. It was one of those newer Chevy police cars. I can't remember what kind of car they are. Kind of has like a slope trunk looking thing, but I can't see the license plate. That's one of the ways that I can see a police car, because, you know, stop and go traffic, everyone's really close, so I can't spot the license plate really quickly. 2, there's no lights on it. It's unmarked, so there's no lights on the outside, at least that are that visible. It just looked like a normal car. The way I realized it is that when I got up next to it, on the edge of the mirrors, there was really, really tiny clear lights like protruding from the edge, where I guess the blue and red lights would flash. And that's when I knew that I was lane splitting past a police officer. So I passed him, I'm like, oh crap, I can't continue this. He's just gonna flick on his lights and chase me down. So I kind of move over into the lane and get in front of him and just keep my spot. Well, I fully expect him to flick on his lights, put on his siren, and have me pull over, which, actually thinking back, would kind of be like a bad decision. The traffic is already bad, and then you're gonna have me block more traffic, but that's beside the point. I'm expecting him to pull me over. Well, about maybe 3 seconds after I pass him, he does one little chirp of his siren. No lights. I got my little mirror right here. I look back, there's no lights, but he does a little chirp. I look back and he's just shaking his head. no lights, not doing anything. He just shakes his head, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're actually gonna let me get away with lane splitting through all this traffic and lane splitting past you? So I'm like ecstatic. He's not gonna give me a ticket. Well, maybe 20 to 30 seconds later, his speaker comes on. You know, they have their loudspeaker so they can, you know, yell outside their car like, put your hands up! But I wasn't like a criminal or anything. But that comes on and I realize he's about to say something. Well, he comes on and he just says, riding the line is illegal in Texas. And shuts off his speaker. That's all he says. And I'm like, yes, you are correct. But I will continue doing it in the future. I won't do it now, but I will do it in the future. Because A, it's safer for me, and B, it saves me a crap ton of time. Like, I probably would have been in traffic for 15 extra minutes if I hadn't lane split all of that traffic. But I was ecstatic that he wasn't giving the ticket. So we get past the actual accident. That's when I realized like how incredible of a crash this was. Not incredible in a good way, but bad. And then traffic is like completely clear past that. Well, I think that the police officer was going to this accident. I thought he was, you know, going to pull off. So I, you know, bump up my speed back to cruising speed, which for me was about, I was doing about 76 or 77. That's GPS calibrated. I was actually doing that speed. Speed limit is 65. So I'm going 11 or 12 miles per hour over the speed limit. And I'm just going on my merry little way. So I'm just going along, about 12 over, and I look back, and there's the cop right behind me. And I can't see in my mirror very well much of what's behind me. It's more of just for legality purposes. But I look behind me, and there's the cop. No lights, just there's the cop. And I'm like, oh, again, two things. One, you let me lane split past you. And two, you let me do 12 over, just cruising on the highway, and you don't give me a ticket. I was thrilled. So I pull into the middle lane, I slow myself down, and that was pretty much the end of it. But, you know, some cops are super lenient. This wasn't one of those like super awesome chill cops who's just like really, really nice to everyone and just doesn't care about some stuff. This was more of like one of those cops that's just, he's been around for so long that some stuff he just doesn't care to deal with, and so he's just gonna let it go. Just kind of had an attitude to himself that was just like, yup, same stuff every day. But you know, I was happy that he didn't do anything about it. So let that be a lesson that you should always turn on your camera when you go out riding, because you never know what you're going to come across. I missed out on this pretty spectacular, I'm using these words that usually sound good, but in this case they're not good things. But it was a major accident. I don't often see cars that have rolled over. So I missed that, and I missed a cop catching me lane splitting. But that's my story for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you aren't subscribed yet, be sure to do that so you get notified of all my videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. What's up guys, Motonosity here, and this is my first vlog with a GoPro. Hero 4 Black Edition. Might have seen my last vlog where I did an unboxing of it, but then I took a trip. Had a business trip up to Vancouver, British Columbia, and